Hey, what is up guys? Guitar Rock here, welcome back to another Blue Archive video. So today's video we're going to look at the defense drill. Let's talk about the joint firing drill for the current season right now. So this is going to be a relatively simple one. As you can see, the enemy is going to be those small little robots, the yellow ones, a heavy armor, but you can see shotgun weapons or shotgun characters are going to have damage increase. But if you don't have shotgun characters, they are not a necessity. Alright, you can still get by trying to use any of the other AoE characters. Cherino, Makoto, those are going to be characters that work very well. So you can see increased enemy attack but decreased enemy movement speed, cannot push or pull. Now very interesting. So let's show you guys a strategy that I have been using. Alright, so obviously most of these characters are going to be free to play, available to you. Now the first team, now like I mentioned earlier, alright, Reisa is going to be very good. If you have a 3-star Reisa, feel free to use her. You can filter your characters right here, alright, since the enemy robots are going to be yellow, right? And then you can also try to filter by weapon. Shotgun is going to do way more damage. Now if you want to, you can also try to look at the other properties or elements as well. Red is also going to be neutral. So these are the characters that will help you a little bit, right? Haruka going to be pretty decent. Hoshino, definitely very good. Reisa, Sumari, definitely highly recommend, and she's the free character that you can get for the joint firing coins, right? So all of these characters are going to be very strong. Tsurugi as well, but depending on which are your characters that you have built, obviously these are going to be the best one. Now the first team we're going to go with Nonomi and Ui, mostly just these two, and maybe Reisa as well, right? Neru is there for cycling cost, Kisaki is there for cost regen, Utaha is like whatever, we're not going to use her, right? So we are just there mostly to put her as a placeholder. Now you obviously want to fill in the slots if possible, because you are getting more cost regen the more characters you put. That's just how it is, right? So start off with Ui or Nonomi, right? And then we're just going to sweep through this. Very simple, very straightforward. We're just going to breeze through everything. You can either use Reisa first if you want to. Reisa is surprisingly very strong, right? We're not going to use Kisaki at all. We don't really need to, right? Now, if you are at lower level, maybe you might have to, because my Nonomi is a 5-star, right? Or UE40 rather, right? Okay, I forgot to turn that off. But as you can see, Kisaki, I guess we have to use that just to cycle through. So Reisa again. Look at that, Reisa, mine is 4-star. She's just sweeping through everything. Both of them are just sweeping through everything. So I think my Nonomi already used twice, so I need to use Ui again, just for the skill cost. Neru for the cycle. It's starting to get laggy here. Too much robots. I think my face cam is blocking a little bit of the timer, so let me move my face cam down so you guys can see. Okay, look at this. Holy lag. Lag. Reisa again, maybe. Okay, Reisa cost regen. Reisa can literally solo through this. I feel like this is not going to be a big problem. Wait, what did that? So as you can see, I have 50 seconds left. So this one is first team, very easy, very doable. Okay, so now let's talk about the second team, right? The second team, now there's also going to be a few other options, like I mentioned. What? Reisa did more than Nonomi? That is crazy. Reisa actually carries this particular one. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, so Reisa doing that much damage, yeah. Actually busted right there. So let's talk about the second team. As you can see, now we have Cherino and Sumair. Now Haruka New Year is just here for cost regen. I like to split them up. So we have Kisaki previously for cost regen. Now it's for Haruka New Year. As per usual, we're not going to use her particular skill. We're just going to focus on Sumair and Cherino, cycle between that and Kotama and maybe Mutsuki a little bit as well, right? So Kotori, you can like put whatever free characters that you have right there, right? Starting skill, we're going to do something like this. Okay. So this is going to be simple and straightforward. Now if you have Makoto build, or if you can borrow a Makoto is going to be pretty strong right here. She is a limited character, right? I'm not sure how many players have her. Some of you guys might have missed out on her. So this one, like I said, is pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Ideally, we can start with Sumair first, since she does so much damage, right? So we don't even need to buff. And then now we use the buff later on for the cost cycle. It is a little bit laggy, right? There's a lot of robots right here. Cherino first. I have to look into the settings. Now Mutsuki throw the bomb, right? Mutsuki's damage is not too bad. And then Sumair again. Okay. and then back to buffing, and then Cherino again. So as you can see, with the cost regen from who is our cost regen right here? Cost regen from Kisaki, or in this case New Year Haruka, all of the cost regen that they give are going to be very good. So just take advantage of that. Okay. So this should be able to get rid of some. So I'm going to throw the bombs right here with Mutsuki. Now this one probably is going to be a little bit tighter than the previous one. The previous team is probably more comfortable with Nonomi and Reisa, right? Bigger AoE. But this one I think like it shouldn't be too bad depending on how built your Cherino is, right? If your Cherino is super well built, shouldn't be a problem. Okay, so let's go boom, boom, boom. Oh, we missed some shots right there. Okay, so we got 25 seconds left. Not too bad, alright. So again, feel free to experiment with various different characters, but Sumer is probably going to be the top DPS right here if I have to guess. Or maybe Cherino. Yeah, Cherino covers way more AoE. Alright, so the last one, you might be wondering, okay, who am I going to use for the last team? Because we need 3 teams right here. So obviously, the best DPS ever, Momoi, is going to carry us in the last team. Now Momoi, believe it or not, she doesn't really have the elemental advantage, but Yori has. So I'm going to use a combination of Momoi and Yori and New Year Sarika. Now of course Yuka Akane is just there. Alright, Himari is going to be our cost regen provider in this case. So this one is again very simple. We just cycle through between these 3 characters, constantly trying to you know, chip down at the robot's health. So New Year Sarika is a free character now. You can obtain her. If you are having difficulties with her damage, don't worry about it, right? Because Momoi is going to be, I think it's going to be Momoi and Yori. These 2 are going to be our main DPS. So I'm just going to cycle through those 2, right? Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so I'm going to go with New Year Sarika right here. I'm going to buff Himari on Momoi just to cycle through. Or you can use Akane, right? That's why she's there for. Okay, now we're gonna go Yori at the back. So I think Yori missed one shot there because the enemies were too far back. Anyways, the entire purpose is just very simple. The key strategy here is just for Momoi to be your main DPS. Alright, Yori is the complementary in this case. So if Yori can target the robot at the back, it'll be better because that way we cover more areas, right? Okay, cycle through again. Momoi fire here again. Okay, so we are able to sweep. Can Yori cover 3? Yori will shine much later, much more later, when we have like way more enemies, I believe, at the last wave, right? Okay, so we're gonna go with this. So I think right about now, we have like way more enemies now. 30 seconds left. Yeah, this one should be quite easy. If you are struggling with this, right, just use Akane or 2 cost instead of using Himari. You actually don't really need Himari. Himari's buff right there, right? Momoi can just usually get rid of all of them at once. So yeah, those are pretty much the strategy right here. Now obviously there's going to be way more characters that you can use. I'm just showing you guys characters that I believe most players have. I think most people have Momoi built. I'm going to assume that Nonomi is going to be a free character, so most players have her as well. Same with Cherino, you may or may not have, but Sumer, I think a lot of players are going to have as well. So if you want other options, as you can see, let me see if I can jump into it again. There's going to be characters like Marina is going to be pretty decent, alright, she is going to be able to do the AoE. Yuzu is not bad, alright, again, very strong as well. Again, Hoshino, very cool. If you have the collect character, Misaka, Mikoto can be used definitely for sure. Any AoE or Tsurugi, right? Those are going to be all the options. Alright, so with that being said, that's going to be it for this particular video. Let me know what you guys think of the current season of Join Firing Drill. As per usual, subscribe if you guys haven't already. Give this video a like. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.